Hello guys and girls, welcome to my Volkswagen T5 tips and tricks, and today the windscreen washer jet nozzles, how to remove them, clean them or just replace them. It's all the same thing really. So first of all, let's get inside the van. And what have we got waiting? Oh, lovely cup of tea. Don't do any work on the van without having a lovely cup of tea.
Hey, careful man, there's a beverage here, huh?
Oh, I feel better already. Okay, so let's give them a squirt. Okay, so the one on the right is not too bad. The one on the left is very poor. Probably blocked up with gunk. I mean, it shouldn't get too gunky because obviously you've got a little filter where you fill up the reservoir. But anyway, let's get the bonnet open. And the nozzles are actually built into the bonnet. So there's the driver's side one and there is the passenger side one. And what you've got is you can actually adjust them so they move up and down, so you can adjust them for the windscreens. You can either have them higher or lower. Mine are not particularly good. I mean, I've tried adjusting them already and the squirting's not great, so I think the holes are blocked. I mean, it could be I need to actually replace them, but I'm just going to give them a bit of a clean first. Take them off, give them a bit of a clean. Now what you need to do here is pull backwards away, and then after that then pull down, and it should just release quite easily. And then you can just pull it down. There we go. And that is the unit hanging down. As you can see there, it's all a bit butchered, that hole there. Right, let's get the other one off on the driver's side. Again, pull back and pull down. And just needs to have a bit of a good clean in there. Now what you can do to start with, before you actually take it all off, just get just a small pin or a needle or something, and just push that in and just give that a wiggle around in case you've got any bits of dirt in there, just to try and clear the airways. Do that on the other side as well. If not, then you can actually remove the unit altogether, and you know, the ideal thing is to get an air compressor on it to blow through it. So that's the nozzle there. So this is the bit that we're interested in, this little white cap here, connection joint. Very, very simple to remove, but what I would recommend first is just lay a sheet out over your engine bay and tuck it under the windscreen wipers, because you know what will happen. Something will fall off, you'll drop something, you'll drop a screwdriver and it will fall down into the engine bay and you'll lose it. So what you've got here is you've got these little black clips and they literally just slide away. You can do it with a small screwdriver, or you can just probably do it with your fingers, which I'm going to do here. So just gently slide that clip away from itself. Sorry, I'm slightly blocking the camera there. But there we go, it just slides away, and once you've done that, that releases the pressure and it should just pull out. And pull down, and there we go. That is the actual unit. You can buy these units as a pair from your Volkswagen dealer. I mean, I've seen them on eBay. You can get a pair of those. If all else fails, you can just buy a new pair. So just have a quick look up in there, make sure there's no dirt, give it a shake. So let's give that a quick inspection, give it a quick blow. And this is the first thing to do, just give it a blow. I mean, this one doesn't seem too bad. See, so we've got both of them off now. I'm just going to take them into the garage, and I haven't actually got an air compressor because I don't really use it that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just get a bicycle pump on them. I mean, what you could do is you could run them under the cold mains tap, which has got quite a lot of pressure, and just, you know, hold that really tight around the tap, get some water flowing through it. But I'm just going to put it on an old, this is not a bicycle pump, this is a football pump actually. Not ideal, but it does the job. So just get some air blowing through there, and it's not blocked, this one. Probably the airways are a bit too open, which is why it's not squirting out properly. So those two are all cleaned up now. So we'll get those connected back in, and all it is a question of just pushing it back up into that slot. And then just slide the clip back across. There you go, easy. Let's do that on the other side. Again, just push it up in there gently as far as it will go, and then just slide the clip across. And that is it, and it's very tight indeed. Right, now let's clip them back into the bonnet. There is only one way you can clip them back in, so again, just kind of slide it up into itself. Once it's slid in backwards as far as it will go, then just gently push it into the bonnet, and it should just clip in. There we go. And do the same on the passenger side. There we go. And I'm going to adjust these about halfway. And then we need to test it out. So let's get rid of the sheet, and let's close the bonnet up and get inside the van. Give it a squirt. Don't need to start the engine, just need the ignition on, and on the VW T5 you pull it towards you. Okay, so the driver's side is a bit high and the passenger side is a bit low really. Okay, I've just adjusted them outside, and that's a bit better on the passenger side. The driver's side's still a bit high, so let's just give those one more adjustment. You don't need to open the bonnet to adjust them, you can just reach across and lift those levers up and down, the adjustments. This is the final adjustment I've just made again, and I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it, because I don't think they're great, these nozzles that I've got. So that is the end. Thanks for watching. As I say, if they're not great, you can just buy a new pair and just fit them very easily. So thanks for watching, guys and girls. Cheers.